Okay, here we are asked to find the value of the second derivative at a specific point. So we start off by finding the derivative of this. We have x's and y's being multiplied, so it's probably going to mean implicit differentiation. So we take the derivative and we get that it's 3 plus x times the derivative of y prime, plus y times x prime, which is just 1, plus 4 times y prime equals 0. Now if we solve that out, we can factor out we can collect all our y prime terms on one side and move the others over here, negative 3 minus y. And if we factor that out, we get y prime equals negative 3 minus y over x plus 4. Now we need to take the derivative of that. So if we're taking that derivative, y double prime is low x plus 4 times the derivative of the high, which would be minus y prime. I'll put it in a double set of parentheses here, minus high, which is negative 3 minus y, times the derivative of the low, which is 1, all over the denominator squared. Well, from our initial problem, we were told that the point 1, 1, so we know what x and y are. We just need to figure out what y prime is. So let's go back up here and plug in those numbers. We get negative 3 minus 1 over 1 plus 4. We get negative 4/5 for this solution. And now we're going to go down here and simply plug in what we know. We know that's 1 plus 4 times 4/5, because we've got a negative there and a negative there, minus, parentheses, negative 3 minus 1, all over 1 plus 4 squared. Okay, our denominator looks like it's 25. 1 plus 4 is 5, times 4/5 would give us 4, minus negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. So it looks like we get a final answer of 8 over 25 for the second derivative at that point. So our answer would be letter B.